In 2025, the US government quietly created a brand new kind of dollar. One that doesn't need your bank to move it, hold it, or take a cut of it. Banks saw this coming. And now some of them are racing to build their own version, before you notice how much money you've been leaving on the table. Hey, welcome back. If you've heard the word stablecoin and scrolled right past it, thinking it's just more confusing crypto talk, stick around, because this one actually affects your wallet. In this video, I'll show you exactly what a stablecoin is, why the government suddenly gave it legal rules in 2025, and how it's already moving more money than PayPal, Venmo, and a big chunk of the banking system combined. By the end, you'll understand why banks are scrambling to catch up. So what exactly is a stablecoin? Let's start simple. Regular cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin go up and down in price all the time. That's part of what scares people away from using crypto for everyday spending. Nobody wants to buy a coffee with money that might be worth 10% less by the time they finish drinking it. A stablecoin fixes that problem. It's a cryptocurrency that's built to always equal $1. Not more, not less, just $1, every single time. Behind the scenes, the company issuing the stablecoin holds real dollars, or things like short-term government bonds, to back every coin they create. So in theory, for every stablecoin out there, there's a real dollar sitting in reserve behind it. Here's why that's a big deal. A stablecoin lets you hold and send digital dollars without needing a bank account to do it. You can send one to someone on the other side of the planet in seconds, any time of day, any day of the week. No waiting for banking hours, no waiting for a wire transfer to clear. Right now, the two biggest stablecoins combined are worth around $260 billion. That's not a small experiment anymore. That's a real, functioning slice of the global financial system, and it's already tripled in size in just the last few years. So a stablecoin isn't trying to make you rich, like Bitcoin sometimes gets marketed. It's trying to be boring, reliable, everyday money, just in digital form. And that boring reliability is exactly what makes it dangerous to the old way banks made money. Let's talk about why. For years, stablecoins existed in a legal gray area. Companies were issuing them, but nobody in the government had clearly said what they actually were, or how they should be regulated. That uncertainty kept a lot of big, cautious institutions sitting on the sidelines. Then in 2025, the US passed something called the Genius Act. In plain English, this law finally said, stablecoins are a legitimate way to make payments, not some risky and regulated gamble. It set clear rules for who can issue one, what has to back it, and how it needs to be reported. That might sound boring, but it was actually the green light the entire banking and payments industry had been waiting for. Here's the part that gets interesting. Banks make a huge amount of their money in two ways: charging fees when your money moves around, and using your deposits to make loans and investments while paying you almost nothing in return. Stablecoins quietly threaten both of those. If you can hold digital dollars and move them for almost no fee, without going through a traditional bank at all, that's real revenue banks could lose. So banks did what smart, threatened businesses usually do. Instead of fighting stablecoins forever, several major banks started issuing their own. That way, if customers are going to use stablecoins anyway, the bank makes sure it's their stablecoin, keeping the business in-house instead of losing it to an outside company. Payment processors are doing the exact same thing, building stablecoins directly into their apps. Even the regulators who oversee banks have started allowing them to move certain crypto payments directly, which would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. This is exactly why the title of this video isn't some wild conspiracy theory. It's simply this: for years, the traditional banking system quietly benefited from you not having a fast, cheap, direct way to move digital dollars yourself. Now that door is open, and banks are moving fast to make sure they're still the ones standing in it. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets real. Last year, stablecoins processed an estimated $46 trillion in transactions. To put that in perspective, that's roughly 20 times more than PayPal handles in a year, and it's getting close to the volume that moves through the traditional bank-to-bank payment system. Analysts expect stablecoins to make up about 3% of all US dollar payments this year, and that number is projected to climb to around 10% within the next 5 years. That might not sound huge, but 3 to 10% of every dollar payment in the country is an enormous amount of money quietly shifting away from the old system. And this isn't just something happening on trading apps. It's showing up in real, everyday situations. Someone working in another country sending money home to family, instead of paying a bank 6% just to wire it. A small business getting paid by an overseas customer in seconds instead of waiting days for the money to clear. Even large companies are starting to settle payments to each other using stablecoins, because it's faster and cheaper than the traditional banking rails they've used for decades. None of this needed you to buy a single coin as an investment. It's just money moving in a smarter way. The honest takeaway here isn't that your bank is secretly evil. It's that your bank built its entire business model around being the slow, expensive middleman for moving your money, and for the first time, there's a fast, cheap alternative that doesn't need them at all. That's exactly why they don't want you sitting in the dark about it. Let's recap quickly. A stablecoin is a cryptocurrency built to always equal $1, backed by real reserves behind the scenes. In 2025, a new law called the Genius Act gave stablecoins clear legal rules, which is exactly why banks suddenly started issuing their own instead of fighting them. And the scale is already massive. Tens of trillions of dollars moved last year alone, more than PayPal, with usage projected to keep climbing fast. This isn't some future prediction. It's already reshaping how money moves, right now, in the background of the financial system. If this opened your eyes to how stablecoins actually work, hit subscribe. This channel breaks down exactly how crypto is changing everyday life. No hype, no jargon. And drop a comment. Would you trust a bank-issued stablecoin over a regular bank account? I want to know. See you in the next one. Disclaimer: not financial advice.